Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a product review of Hasbro's Gaming's reboot of the classic 90s game Pretty Pretty Princess. Super stoked to be showing you guys this and telling you what I think and showing you the changes, since this is probably the game I played the most growing up. It was my all-time favorite game, which means I'm extra excited about the fact that I get to now play it with my kids as they get older. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. So you'll notice on the box that they did base this reboot off of the 99 version of the game. So if you were born in the early 90s or like grew up in the early 90s, and then if you grew up in the early 2000s, you may have played a slightly different version of the game. But this is the style that I played growing up, so there's a lot of nostalgia from just looking at the cover. When you open up the box, you'll find the spinner, nothing special to the spinner, and as far as I know, this is the same design that the 99 had as well. Of course, you'll also get the jewelry packs, which haven't changed as well. They have the same colors, the green, the pink, the purple, and then my personal favorite was the blue. Actually, it might have been the pink, but now it's the blue. And each bag has the bracelets, a necklace, and then a pair of clip-on earrings that I remember in the 99 version really freaking hurts clipping on. So let's see how bad these hurt. Oh, okay, so these ones do not hurt. The clamp, this part doesn't come down as fast as the other ones did. I don't know if anyone else's ears were slightly red after clamping those clip-on earrings growing up. So there's each of the jewelry packs, and of course you're probably like, oh, what about the rings? Don't worry, the rings are still there too. Pink, green, blue, purple, and then the notorious, dreaded black ring that I threw huge hissy fits, probably like everybody else. Or not everybody else, but probably a lot of people did when they landed on that square and had to put that on. So, if you haven't played this game before, the object is to collect all your jewelry pieces before anybody else and collect the crown. Now, you're probably looking at this crown like, that's not the same crown, and I did the same thing. I have to say that the crown is probably my first disappointment because I don't know, I guess I just preferred the halo style, so the one that went around your whole head. But I mean, I guess I see where this was because potentially maybe the other one didn't fit on kids' heads as well, since it was kind of, it had to be a little bit larger to fit on, you know, different heads. But still, it doesn't have that same vibe for me, at least. It just kind of looks like something that they bought for, you know, at a dollar store for your kids' dress-up box. So nothing like super special. I feel like the other crown was just more unique, and it had like little fun gems on it that you could put on. So that was a little bit of a disappointment to see that. Not to mention, it's not the same crown then as the princess on the box. However, it is the same crown as the little girl. You also have your little pawn pieces, which has changed as well. Not a huge deal though. They're just more of a solid plastic versus the more transparent plastic like the jewelry. Like I said, it's a very small part in the game, so not a huge noticeable difference. However, if you notice on the box, the pieces that the kids are playing, I don't know if you can see this, are actually the transparent ones. So the ones that look like the jewelry versus the ones that they provide you in the box, which I think is a little weird. The biggest disappointment, though, guys, out of all of it, was the game board itself, and here's why. Here's the new game board. You put the jewelry in the center of the game board. Now, if you played this game growing up, you'll notice that the actual game board, so this piece right here, is the same. However, it used to be the center was a jewelry box, and then it was basically little puzzle pieces that you put around that made up each section of the game board. And you just connected them, and it just neatly wrapped around this jewelry box. This version of the game does not have that jewelry box. So I guess when they rebooted it, they decided it didn't need the jewelry box. That was a huge disappointment for me, because the jewelry box, I feel like it added something to that game that made it extra special, more unique from any other game. Plus, it's a game about jewelry. Where does your jewelry go? In a jewelry box. It made sense to me. So instead of putting your pieces on the middle of the board, you put it neatly in this jewelry container, which kept them all together. Kind of prevented pieces from getting lost too. So that's kind of a bummer, since it was kept your pieces together. Fun added part to the game. That, yeah, it was kind of a loss when I saw that. I was really bummed out about that. Plus, it had the mirror on it, so you could see what you looked like. Now you need to go and buy a mirror to add to the game. Not that that's a huge deal, but you know what I mean. If you played the game, it was kind of a letdown for me, at least. But yeah, like I said, overall, though, the game's still the same as far as the basic concept of it. That hasn't changed. But like I said, I did think it was a little weird that the jewelry box is now out of it. But also that the pieces are this, but they show on the box that it's a different style. So that doesn't even match the game. They pretty much just must have like photoshopped out the jewelry box to add in this version of the game board. So that was a little disappointing that it didn't have the same pieces as they represent on the box. And also just the fact that their princess, that's kind of like the mascot of the game, however you want to call it, has a different crown than the one that they show. Since I feel like if she's going to have this crown, you should probably put in that same crown. But overall, like I said, it's still the same game. I am still excited to play this with my kids when they get older. I did try to play it with my 3-year-old. I definitely don't recommend that unless your 3-year-old has the patience to sit down. This game is meant for kids 5 and up. You know, you can probably push around 4.5, but it is still a faster moving game. Should take you about 20 minutes. A great one for the family if you are looking for a good one, especially if your kids do like to dress up. I highly do recommend this game for that, which is one of the reasons I got it, because my middle child does like to dress up. So I thought at least she'd probably have fun with this. But yeah, if you guys have any more recommendations for products you want me to review, let me know. Especially if it's a 90s product, definitely, or like a reboot like this. Always love doing those. So yeah, comment below. Make sure you subscribe for all my other fun videos, like unboxings. I don't just do kids stuff. I do adult things. Like I will be testing out some new adult products that I got for Christmas. So yeah. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching.